Welcome to Ape and Tales, and I am the greatest storyteller of them all, Fluffy Monster. So let's begin by recapping last two episodes of the story. As we were talking, Mr. Keller and his family had moved into this new house. And the weird thing about this house, there was one scary, creepy looking woman who always stood in the front yard in the evenings. People were warned about this woman not to open and avoid at all costs. And in the first few nights, it was very stormy, so Mr. Keller could not come back home. So there was only Caroline and the kids who were there. As it was a very stormy night, Caroline felt sorry for her and she really wanted to open her the door and let her in. But the kids and when Mr. Keller phoned as well, he insisted Caroline not to open the door, and she almost did, not once but twice. And the third time she noticed something weird about this woman, and lucky enough for her, her daughter called her right on time. They had them dinner and everybody went to bed, but something was still wrong with Caroline. She heard weird voices in her head, and it felt like that woman was calling her, and if there was some force that was wanting her to open that door. Eventually she fought off these voices and fell asleep, but it wasn't over as she opened her eyes. Caroline suddenly opened her eyes and sat up and got out of the bed. There was something weird about her. Even though her eyes were open, she wasn't awake, and there was something strange about her eyes. They were glowing pink. It was like she was being controlled by someone or something. Suddenly, Caroline slowly walked out of the room through the hallway, downstairs to the front door. At the same time, Sophie woke up as well, as if she just had a nightmare. She got up and peeked at her room, and she saw the weird lady walking in the hallway, then going in and out of every room. As the weird lady approached her door, Caroline hid under the bed and closed her eyes. Next morning, when Elias got back home, he saw a crowd around his house. He got worried and he ran as fast as he could. As he reached the gate, there was a policeman standing. He tried to walk in, but the policeman stopped him. Elias told him that it's his house and to let him go in. And the policeman opened the gate and let him go in, and he rushed inside. He saw there were a bunch of policemen inspecting the house, but he couldn't see his family. The chief inspector approached him and said that unfortunately he has some bad news. He said none of his family members are at home. In fact, he doesn't know where they are. Elias was shocked, like his whole world had gone upside down. He fell to his knees and started to cry. He asked the policeman, how could this be? He spoke to him last night on the phone. They can't go anywhere in that storm. The policeman replied that the neighbors complained yesterday there were extremely bright flashes of light coming from your house that woke them up. And when she looked out of the window, it was coming from your house. She went out to see what was happening when she heard few screams coming from you. She ran and then she immediately called the cops. He continued by saying when they ran the front door was locked from inside, but no one was here. There was no sign of struggle. Everything was in place. Even the bedrooms were tidy. And when they were about to leave, they found things that were odd. One, a fresh muddy footprints up upstairs in the hallway, and he gave this letter which said, "Leave my house." Elias was shocked when he saw that letter. Elias recognized the writing and he told the policeman that it was Caroline's handwriting. Even the cop was flabbergasted with this. The policeman finished by saying, "This is a very strange case and he doesn't know if he will be able to resolve it, as there was no sign of anyone leaving. It was like they just vanished." The cop took back the letter and said they will be in touch if they find his family, even though chances are slim, and left. Sadly, like the cop had said, they didn't find anyone and the case was closed. Elias lost his mind and was taken in by a mental hospital. And nowadays, the house is in ruins and people sometimes say they see a weird lady standing in the window looking outside. Okay everyone, I will be back next season. In the meantime, make sure you lock your doors properly.